We're back.
Welcome. Welcome to the most
Beginning of the
valuable
end.
information you'll ever need to know.
And all the information you didn't think you needed to know.
Yeah. More info than you'll ever be able to stand or handle at any given time.
Luigi! DJ.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm, sort of clinically depressed after listening to Vic Moss losing his shit this morning in his video over
Yeah,
the latest round at FCC bullcrap.
yeah, you'll have to give me the least his. I mean, is it the same thing that Ken Dono was on to today? I mean, he's got a business that relies on it. I mean, he's a realtor, or he's in real estate photography, which
There's
is,
going to be thousands of real estate photographers unemployed. There's
it's
going to be thousands of companies that specialize in drone spraying that are going to be unemployed.
he'll be able to get drone shots. He'll have to use one of those long poles in a X5,
That's the only way you're going to get any kind of aerial footage anymore.
or just
If
do it.
this thing goes through, like they've got it written up, it's a total and outer nightmare.
I mean,
And
people will
now
still
that
do.
they found out they could use drones to replace firework displays, well, that's a hell of a lot safer than any of the fireworks, meaning fire safety and all that shit. Yeah. Now they want to outlaw any drone with swarming capability.
Yeah, so that'll be out.
It's Vic said it's killing a fly with a hand grenade. What it boils down to. And he lost. Wrong button. Again.
Back, I'm back
Found you.
there. I
Hit the
guess
wrong
I did.
button.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I reset my. I was gonna. I wanted to reset my page, and I'm like, oh, we can't do that.
Oops.
Yeah, it's
Well,
it. I'm not going to pretend that. The thing is the goal is to basically wear out the market to where there's no everybody's using used gear, and then the used gear gets old, and then you can't replace batteries, or you basically have to go that way. Or motors are the big thing. You get into motors and repair parts. But like the build and fly guys are still going to be fine. They're just going to go black market. They're just going to still make and fly things. They're just going to build their own, and there's nothing illegal about buying frames. And now, you a lot of people have you
this
can get
is this is just it. This is the part that's so freaking upsetting about the whole damn deal.
you,
Because you can build fucking drones that are a hell of a lot more dangerous than the fucking Mini 5 is.
right.
Okay? But for some reason, the Mini 5, because it has LiDAR on it, is illegal. Yet, the 15-inch monster right here,
Yeah,
it could easily carry 10 pounds of Semtex.
yeah. It's not illegal because it's not a swarm. It's not swarmable. It doesn't have any of those features. It's basically a drone with motors and a flight controller, and a camera. And there's nothing. They haven't outlawed any of that stuff yet. I don't know, but like I said, I don't. It'll be a work in progress again. It'll be things will move. I mean, it's hard. It's you don't want to talk about it, but that's basically that's the conversation. I mean, I can't get on a live stream and at least not say something about it, about that, about that topic. So I'm,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
there's no way around it.
so I'm,
Now, I was actually kind of in a good mood this morning because motors were supposed to be delivered today. Crops supposed to be delivered today. And the motors are here.
oh,
Yeah, buddy. And the crops are here too. Oh, this way. So I got all of it on the picture.
dang. Dang. That's a big ass prop.
Well, you think that's a big ass prop. Check this shit out.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Okay, you need something to compare it to. All right, let's see.
Yeah. To get a true a true feel for it.
This thing has 1604 motors on it.
Yeah. That's like a that's like
Yeah.
a yo-yo.
Here's the 7-inch that has 2807 right on it. And here is the 15-inch motor, 4112.
That is a big motor.
And I was freaking proud of myself over the weekend. I actually managed to design a new camera mount for the 15-inch because the camera plates that came with it wouldn't work for an 04 camera.
Oh yeah.
So I put a whole new freaking cage together for this thing. So it's got 04 already installed. There's the VTX, already got the antennas hooked up. The one in the middle is actually going to be for the
Control.
receiver. And then we've got the stack, the flywheel stack.
It's your
And
900
then I was
megahertz.
already busy and designed the front part for this that's going to hold the GPS. See if I can line this up a little better. It's just freaking pull the screws and screw it on. So, yeah, I had a semi busy weekend putting shit together.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah, I'm
be
still,
a,
I'm still from Deep Space FPV design here on the front end.
I knew you'd have that thing almost put together.
Because right under that thing is going to be the GPS. And then in the back here, you see that slot already cut out. That's where the XT60 connector is going to go.
Yeah, I knew you were saying that you were gonna get that big cable, not, and then you want to have that big dangly cable.
No, I like it when you have the XT60 connector in the frame. Makes it look a lot less cluttered.
Right, I do. I like it too that way. You just plug it in and
Here's I already got the GPS receiver. Oh, turn on thing over. The M100 Pro. It'll pop right on the bottom of that thing. It actually fits, believe it or not. I didn't have this in hand yet when I designed the part. But yeah, that's been my weekends designing shit, making shit work.
Yep, you'll be able to carry a freaking thermos with a packed with 4 pounds of C4.
Well, motors have a lift capacity, or was that 1.7 kilos each? No, it was more than that. I have to go look again. Make this a little smaller.
Yeah, you'll be able to carry, 4 or 5 pounds with that. You know what I'm saying with it probably carry more than that, but with maneuverability. I'm thinking if
recommended takeoff weight of multi-rotors quadcopter 4 to 6.8 kilograms. There's your bit over 10 pounds. So it's what, 6.8 times 2.2? Do I got this in my head correctly? Let's see, 6.8. Yeah, almost 15 pounds. Awesome.
Possum's in the house.
We've got motors. Woo-hoo.
We've got ginormous motors.
Ginormous motors and
Ginormous.
ginormous props to go with it. The only problem is that little thing that sticks out at the bottom of the motor.
Yeah.
Is bigger.
It's
bigger than that fucking hole in the arm.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to really gingerly throw those out.
Without tearing the.
Without shredding the arm.
You're gonna have to use an abrasive, right?
I just use a step bit. Clamp it down on a piece of board and then use a step bit. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough. It sticks up for about 3/16. So you have about a 1/4 inch to make up for. I don't know. Might have to go that route, actually. We'll have to chew on that a little bit.
Standoffs or thick washers?
Yeah, I'm thinking standoffs. But the thing with standoffs You get the standoff tight to the arm, and then you loose on the motor. So it's gonna be a little iffy. I might have to throw out the standoff and just use a longer screw. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out yet. Yeah. And then we get the monstrosity. When you starting building yours?
I'm not building anything.
You know you want to.
Um, I'm on hold.
You're on hold.
Yep. I'm waiting. Um, I'm sitting on the state of the world at this point and moving on with my life.
That right, Coach Random. You gonna rename your channel now to Coach Random?
Um, no, but I did make quite a few purchases recently.
You know what?
There you go. Share that.
Some of these things, conventions about calling the PE teacher coach was not really something that was on my radar. In Germany, obviously, we don't do shit like that. And then my daughter started going to school, and I pick her up from school one day, and there's this lady coming by us. And my daughter starts hollering, Coach so and so. And she turns and smiles and waves at her. And that lady, I shit you not, she looked like you beached whale. Okay, let's just come up with it. Beached whale. That lady has never seen the inside of a fucking gym. But for some reason, the kids call her coach. You know, I
Be
would expect
nice.
the coach to
Be nice.
be in reasonable physical shape to like run a lap around the track without dying of a fucking heart attack in the process. You know?
I've got quite a bit of capital outlay going on right now. So
Well,
share the picture,
between
Kai. Share it.
between
Share
the
it.
outside temperatures and your part of the world and all the running you're gonna do over the next 6 months.
Right there. That's just part of them. I got like if you looked at my truck right now, I have. If you looked inside my truck right now and you wanted to get an idea of what the back of a coach's truck looks like, you share that one.
Yeah, it looks like a mess.
Yeah, and it'll be like that for the next I don't know 3 months. But I'm coaching full time. I'm back full on. So I didn't think I'd do it, but I made the
Well, for
decision a
those
couple.
who are watching, that means that's not going to be available for live streams anymore.
No, I did live streams on Fridays, but that's game day. So what I do is while I'm getting ready for game day, I do live stream at work. That's what I did. And then I covered a short topic, and then it just depends on if it's but the schedule this year is pretty it'll be pretty easy because everything is close except for this Friday. I'm out of town. I won't be home till whenever. I gotta get on the bus this weekend. But back to foosball.
That ain't foosball.
Foosball.
It ain't foosball. Last thing you use on that game is
I'm,
your foot.
I'm
I don't
not.
know how to come up with football.
I'm not done. I'm not cutting cold turkey. That's that. I'm not. I'm more gradual than that. It's just I've the big thing is my time priority will be especially afternoons are going to be I you know all the way till 9. I usually don't get home till 9 o'clock. So if you know what a football coach's life's like, they get up at regular time, go to work, go through the regular work schedule, and then after work, you got more work that'll basically there's a little period in between where you do film study a couple days a week. And then there's a couple of hours in between that film study in the end of the day. And then practice. And then you get home about 9. And that's 3 months. And if you make the playoffs, it goes even longer. So, but it'll keep me busy. My brain, my brain needs to be busy, and it's not busy right now. I'm going crazy.
What brain?
It's crazy.
Anyway, let's circle back here to Brand. Maybe I should switch over to Ascent Light. You know what? UAV Futures had a video out this morning about the Ascent Light and the latest firmware available for it, and that actually looked pretty damn good. And that was his recordings in his Sky Zone goggles. So,
guess what was flying over our field this morning?
well, that'd be you.
Nope. It was a Mavic though. There was a Mavic 3 flying over our field today. Filming.
Did he shoot it down?
I was pretty impressed. I was trying to figure out who was flying it because I didn't see the person with the controller. Maybe it was the other teams, you know. Maybe we were getting scouted.
Did you not have your phone on you? You know, there's this thing called remote ID. All you got to do is pick up your phone and look, and they'll tell you exactly where the pilot is. You don't even have to guess. You don't even have to look around. You just look down. He's over there. Isn't technology amazing? But yeah, no, after watching UAV Futures on the Ascent system this morning,
Yeah.
you know, I do have the capability of plug the VRX into my HD0 or walk snare goggles for that matter. And that's no VRX and VTX as a combo for $135. For a little park flyer, that may just be the way to go. Of course, Brant, he'll insist of putting it into a freaking chain link fence again, or hit the gate, or the freaking backhoe. That Brant, the idea is when you fly through the gap. Okay, the gap's already there. You just fly through it. You don't have to hit it.
Okay.
You know, hitting giant crossbars was an FPV drone with a camera up front is not going to be good for that camera. And as far as O4 lenses and all that stuff become hard to come by, I hate to say it, but you probably want to just hold on to the VTX and buy a whole new air unit light or air unit white or whatever the hell it's called now. And just buy a whole new unit and be done with it. Kind of like I did. Where did I put that damn thing?
It'll be interesting to see how everybody, deals with the skies falling.
Well, I imagine people like Ken Dono and
He's going to just keep working. Yeah, he's not going to not do his job. Um, so I don't know how he's going to. If I mean, he can build.
well, I
I
mean,
mean, he knows how to build and fly. I mean, so he can. And you can build your own GPS drone. Like
yeah, building GPS drone is the easy part.
just build a GPS drone and stick a good camera on it. And
It's pretty freaking depressing.
yeah, it's not a lot of I like I said, I don't plan for the end. I just plan around it. So I know I'll stay busy. I just don't know if this is what's going to eventually happen. What's going to eventually happen is it's going to be not practical for me going to be a you know it's going to be a negative factor, and so that's really the way I look at it. And I'm like I said, it'll get to the point where there's pennies out there. There's still a few more pennies. I got at least one more play left, possibly two, more than likely one, and then there's nothing, and then it's over. And that's if you look at that, if you look at it that way. But I mean, I take the fun out of your stream today. Start talking
Uh,
about
the fun was out of my stream at 6 o'clock this morning.
yeah. When the I could not listen to stuff like that today. My brain was in a different place. I had a lot of time, but I was very tired. I am really exhausted right now. My schedule is insane. So, which is good. I mean, I'm walking in the dark right now, and my day won't be today. My day is still going. I've got to, once we get to 5:30, I got dinner, and then I got to run around and do some stuff. And you know, but I think there's at least one more play out there. At least what I think is a play that I have not played yet. There's one or two practical plays, and then there's nothing. There's not one thing. And then I did show you this. Let me see if I can bring that up again. I had this image that I had posted up here. Hold on. This one's interesting, but I don't. It's not going to be a play. It's this thing right here because assuming you can, uh, that thing right there. That's the image that's out about. That's like the Avata 3 or something, or the Neo 3. We don't know what it is. Probably a Neo.
We will never see it in the U.S.
Right. And it's not that we've always been able to circumvent that. You're like, well, I'll just go on eBay and buy it. The thing is eBay sellers won't be able to sell it. You because and we'll see what.
eBay sellers still will be able to sell because there are abroad and that no, but they won't be able to ship them into the U.S.
Right. Yeah, that's assuming that it tightens up. Once again, it'll affect. Now, I mean, I don't know why the government doesn't just allow,
And
like, you can sell stuff. That's a toy right there. And you know, with the tariffs the way they are, they're making so much money on those tariffs. It's on average each transaction there's $150 to $200 going to the federal government for purchasing stuff like this, and that doesn't include cameras, which are also getting nailed with tariffs. So I only see an upside by selling it. Is that the tariff money is insane. But without an FCC license, we're But anyway,
well,
that
FCC declared themselves the keeper of the gate now was anything that has an app or wireless connection of some type.
and all this
I don't
stuff
care if
that's
it's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or whatever.
so everybody that's seeing it happen in the United States and think, well, hey, your government's doing this and that. Wait a second, before you say that, what happens to us is going to happen to you.
Yep.
It will follow you. We're not going to create some kind of restriction or law that Europe isn't going to jump onto and make worse. It's going to,
Europe's going to tighten it down before the U.S. even will,
right. It's over.
especially after what just happened.
About the only place you're going to be able to have any kind of drone, like, I mean, Canada, I guess. That's all I can think of. I mean, the Canadians they're as crazy as
Okay,
they as crazy as they're
let's
locked up.
back up. Let's back up here for a second. For those that haven't kept up with the news, there's an airport in Germany, Leipzig Halle, which Leipzig is one town, Halle is another, and that airport is smack in the middle between the both of them. That airport is being used to ship defense goods to the Ukraine. They have those big freaking Antonov planes there, the great big
Yeah,
cargo planes, Russian made.
yeah,
They recently had two drones show up on their airport, and both of them were loaded with Semtex. One of them got swiped out of the sky by one of those lorry drivers, that drives the freaking luggage carts around.
yeah.
And the other rerouted and hit a DHL airplane on takeoff. But the explosive, the Semtex, though both of them were loaded with, didn't go off. And that's why there was no great big loss of life, thank God. But it puts the whole discussion of national security and drones on the front page of everything.
Yeah.
And Semtex is not that easy to come by. So somebody, some government was behind it, and seeing what they were aiming for, it's pretty easy to figure out, or
Yeah.
deduct who's sponsoring that event. So yeah, there's gonna be major repercussions on that. And that's not just gonna be in Europe, that's gonna ripple around the world with the quickness.
Well, right. The investigation now is they're investigating the first of all what was the control system used? Did it use it could have used the 4G network? We don't know. To fly a
Yeah,
long
we're
distance,
dissecting that drone right now and try to figure stuff out.
and they won't, and when they do figure it out, they won't come public with it. So unless somebody leaks it. But there's a lot of ways you can. I mean, and you can use satellites. That's another way. If it's you can use the
Fucking fiber.
yeah.
They can cram, what's that, 60 kilometers of the freaking fiber wire into a can?
Got
Carry
fiber.
on the
Yep, you got if it's manually operated, yeah, you got the fiber. Yep. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
There's no radio signal to detect or to disrupt. That's why the freaking Ukrainian countryside looks like it's covered in a giant freaking spider web.
Right, right.
The old version of SolidWorks, professional. I can do whatever I want with.
Maker
Commercial,
subscription.
non-commercial.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal. $36 for.
Yeah, it's a hell of a deal. And yeah, that's my GPS mount right here. So there's the cavity for the GPS to go in from the bottom. And here's the opening for the XT60 connector. And then this little hook's gonna hook under the top plate. So when you pull out the connector, you don't pull out because that's all TPU. And I didn't want to make it super, super thick. So it ended up having a little hump on it.
Oh, cool. Um, they make we were talking about 3D printing right now. I mean,
Yep.
there's they make a slide case for the Luna. You can print, so don't have to use the case that your camera comes in. And somebody craftily created a slide case, but you can actually print those.
Well, 3D printers the next thing the freaking FCC is going to go after.
Yeah, it's uh,
They're going to be next in line. So yeah, Possum, that was kind of my weekend project. Make new camera plates because camera plates that come with the frame do not work because they have a freaking 30 mil standoff in the middle. So I just went ahead and designed a whole new plate. Kind of in a roundabout way, but hey, it works. It slots in. And because we have the standoffs on the side here, we really don't have any crushing on this part. So I can just build the whole thing out of TPU. without sacrificing any of the structural integrity on that frame. So yeah, it's gonna get rough.
Yeah, there's a war going on. There's a I'm looking at accessories for my Luna because I want to print a couple of things. You got me kind of started
You know
looking
what?
because
We're gonna end up like fucking Cuba.
yeah, if a year ago I would have said I would have laughed and said yeah whatever.
We're gonna end up like Cuba, where they have to keep the old cars running because there's simply no new cars available. Yeah, it's fucking depressing. So if you haven't watched Big Moss yet, I suggest you go do that.
Ugh, I'm probably gonna have to peruse over there just to check out what his. I mean, if it's
It's
just another,
about a 30, well, about 32, 33 minute video. For him, extremely long.
you know,
And he's going through the list point by point, and he's losing his marbles as he does.
you know,
Yeah, it's basically people that don't have the foggiest idea what they're talking about, trying to make decisions based on lobbyist input.
yeah. That's okay. Now you get into the okay. This is what drives me crazy. Is all these guys are trying to get push. Hey, you gotta get make your position known on and on and on. Where's that gone? Where is the lobby gone when it comes to the nature the moving forward of all of these all of these harsh laws? And the answer is it's gone nowhere. I mean, people are listening to it. It's not falling on deaf ears, but nothing has changed. It's like, oh yeah, it's too bad that you don't agree with that, but we're going to do it anyway. So that's that's what's happening.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because the one thing they're trying to do, they're eliminating. Yeah, they want American drone superiority, yet they don't want to allow the equipment for it in the country. We flat do not have the technology right now. Yeah. We used to laugh at these countries like Cuba that would recycle and reuse and polish turds. Yet, in a roundabout way, we're putting ourselves in that same freaking situation.
Yep.
But the shittiest drones out of China that are being sold as freaking Mavic 4s on Temu have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Nope. Yep.
The ones that really present danger, because you have no idea how big a fireball is going to go when you crash it, because the goddamn thing is toilet bowling the second you take off.
Trash, yeah, the garbage. Yep.
Smart battery? Yeah, it's a smart battery, all right. You have to be smart enough to plug it in. Ah,
Yeah, it's
it's on his. Let me bring it.
it's enough to drive me to go work as a football coach for free.
Well, someone's work for free, works for nothing. So
Uh,
there's that. Let's see. There he is.
$3D canvas. Oh,
There it is.
where is it?
And since we're in a sharing mode, we'll put this one here too. This is UAV futures on the Ascent system.
Yeah, I'm interested in watching that, but that's going nowhere too. Ascent is just pissing up a rope. But I'll hear him out. I'll hear what he's got to say, and
And they want to move quickly on this, so we're going to feel the squeeze early next year.
it's funny to see his hat that he's got winter clothes on. Oh, and it's friggin' absolutely scorching hot where we're at.
Oh, you wearing hats here too. Keep from getting your melon burned.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think the next fear is a fear of your gear being bricked with a firmware update. But I don't think the company will do it. I think they'll just walk away. He was complaining about the module, what mounting is that was one of his issues.
It's the freaking noise level of the freaking cooling fan.
Ah,
The cooling fan on that is absolutely ridiculous.
just cheap. He's got that super long cable there. Yeah, I'll watch the video just to see the whole all the context. He sure got himself a nice place to fly, that's for sure. Ugh. Anyway, Kai, we're getting to that point of the day.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go because I gotta vacate my house because my wife's book club is coming and
Oh boy.
they don't want any testosterone in here. So,
That's why you
and
take the shirt off and just strut through the living room.
oh yeah,
Hey,
whatever.
ladies,
Oh, I don't know.
keep that interesting.
I couldn't be much worse than any of their husbands. But yeah, it sucks that you have to be such a downer. I mean, if I do get on stream and a stream and talk about drones, I'm gonna. I guess what I could do is kind of what you're doing. You know, if we could make a pact that since there's so much negative drone information out there that we will not talk negatively about what people are still doing. I'm trying to figure out a way to for me to survive here mentally, and I would talk positively about what I am doing to fly and how I'm still flying and what I'm flying. I think that's a good one. And if we do get to the point where there's a reduction in quality, there's no way I'm buying cheap shit on. I'm not buying a freaking Sky Raider 12, from Blast Tech, whatever the frick. I just made that up. But if there's still a pathway to buy parts, that's kind of where I would go. I just I just don't know if the bills would get paid by flying that. So that's the problem. People want to people want to people, the masses want to see Neos and Neo 2s and those little fun simple drones
No,
that
no, right now, the wise man will take out the URL lastdroneflying.com.
uh last man standing, last pilot flying.
The last drone flyer,
The
like the
last
last week in Canada.
that's a kind of a cool channel. That'd be a cool one. I mean, even hey, e-bikes. I talked last on my stream about batteries. I mean, it sucks.
Well,
You can't buy solar panels from China anymore. That would be the end of the world because every solar panel is made in China. I don't even know if there's any American factory that makes a solar panel. That could be way wrong, but
actually, you might want to look into the Scandinavian countries.
yeah. But they can't tell me that they're not getting their manufactured parts. They might be assembling them, but I don't know. I can't. It's like I said, it's not. It's not real. That's not. That's not based in that. Yeah, Blast Tech Sky Raider. The Blast Tech Sky Raider. Let's here. That could be that's actually a fun live stream right there. Um, let's see if I can find a. Let's see if I can find a fun of the funniest name of the biggest piece of shit drone that you can find. This one doesn't
I
even
know
have a
one
name.
of the Kai one.
They don't have any names on them.
No,
That's
but they remember they had the audacity to put my name on one of their fucking drones. Guy one. What a piece of shit that
now.
was.
Now it just says drone with camera and screen. That's all it says. Oh, B wine, Ruco. The Ruco F11 Pro 2 is $239 you can get your hands on one of those if you want to get on the freaking
No, no,
crappiest
no.
drone
You
that.
have to wait for the Roku F11 Pro 2 V3 to come
Oh
out
my
because it has the 8K camera on it.
my lord. The B wine
Only
F7
can well
Mini.
recording video in 1080, but it can take 8K pictures.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna here we go. I'm gonna here we go. Here is now I've flown these things. There we go. I've flown this exact drone. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, that
Uh
B was supposed to be an S. That was a typo. It's not
oh,
the B one, it's supposed to be a swine because it flies like a fucking pig.
oh my god. Oh. I have that exact controller. I still have it. And I have the drone that goes with it. Oh my god. It's
You
it's
really shouldn't be admitting to that, especially not in a live stream. Now I'm going to have to delete the whole damn live stream because
Here we go. This was Ken Heron's favorite, the Phoenix, the Penix. All right,
for adults.
4K, three-axis gimbal. It does have a three-axis gimbal. I've never flown that one, but I've got one. I've got one. Exact. Want to see mine? Here. All right. You want to see my Phoenix? Let's see. Here. This is it. This tells.
Keep your shorts on.
Yeah, I got. We got to get out of here.
This is a respectable channel.
Here's the exact same drone. I'm gonna get it out of this box because this might be the last time it ever comes out. Right there.
Beautiful.
It's the same drone as that. It just different shaped. I mean, they're literally the same. But that's the camera gimbal for it. Just make it bigger. Here, I gotta just get rid of
Here.
that. Here, let me get rid of the image here.
Hold on. I mean, there.
Yeah, right there. This is Holy Stone's version. The thing is is huge. It is freaking huge. Look at the props on that thing. I mean, it's the same thing as the Phoenix. It's built basically the exact same drone. And they
Oh,
got these big giant freaking you know prop guard. It's packaged well and everything. It's just huge, and it's got a huge battery. It's just a massive freaking 4S battery that this thing has. It's yeah. And then you got this high tech controller that comes with it. This is the controller for it. Looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Uh,
oh, wait. Hold on. Hold everything.
the Phoenix.
This.
That's I can't fly any more of these things. I can't. I've actually flown this twice on two different versions. The Phoenix. Don't play with your Phoenix. But
What the hell are you doing, phone?
I'm trying to get this thing back in the box because I'm not taking it out. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, this is what I do here. Oh, I'll do that.
but there you go. Freaking ginormous. You will not see me fly that. Ugh. Unless I get freaking as desperate as anybody. Doesn't have lidar. It does not have. It doesn't have any kind of ranging or anything. It will toilet bowl and kill you if you do not set it up correctly. Oh my
Just for
lord!
you.
The Sky Raider.
And we'll have to take us out of the picture.
Sky Raider. Oh my god.
At Moab, Utah. Rule the sky anywhere.
I don't know how they obviously AI'd that image. There's no way.
Well, this is courtesy of Possum.
Oh. Blast Tech. The F417 Pro FPV. My favorite is generic drone with screen. Anyway. Blast Tech. Sky Raider.
Built for adventure.
All right. I really am going though. Okay. Anything you wanna cover before I exit stage left?
I don't think there's anything left to
And
cover.
literally, that's where my door is. Stage left.
I think, we're fucked.
Like I said, I'm gonna figure out how to get through this. I will. I don't know. I don't have any plans for a Friday stream yet. I do have some slack time on Friday, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to take Friday off. Maybe I'll do something Saturday. I'll have to go back to weekends.
I might have to join you on Fridays.
Yeah, now Friday I can go remote, so I can, I'll just stream from work. I won't be home though. And yeah, it just depends. Fridays, let's see. Yeah, technically I guess I could go home. I could go home on Friday. But if it's travel day, I'm not gonna. We have a lot of games that are local, and those games they're all 20 minutes away from where I live. So, but yeah, I might have to change my live stream time to Saturday or something. So, but that'll be my only freaking free day for flying or doing anything.
Well,
All right.
life sucks. Then you got fucked. So
I'm not I'm definitely gonna get rid of my fleet. It's going. All my stuff is I'm not keeping anything.
yeah,
The only thing I'm gonna have left when it's all said and done is that freaking Holy Stone drone there, that because nobody's gonna want it. I'd have to give it away for $50.
you know what? The one drone I'm gonna hold on to is my fucking Air 2S.
I could keep the Mini
If I
5.
gotta take the goddamn thing apart to figure out where the remote ID module is, get that
The
turned on.
the Mini 5 is a great drone for me to keep my hands on because it's it's the best of all worlds as far as drone.
Mini
That
5
might
is
be
fucking lighter. It's going.
Yeah, it's true. It does have lidar on it. That's right.
Air 3S out the door. Mavic 4 out the door.
Yeah.
X1 out the door.
Neo 2 has got LiDAR.
Neo 2 out the door.
I'll have the Neo. I'll just have my Neo.
That Lido thing out the door. Lido X1. It's got LiDAR on it. Out it goes.
Blast track, blast track.
Rule the skies.
Blast track.
Yeah, and on that note, it's time to give it a.
All right. I'm out of here for sure. I have got to make like a freaking baby
All
and
right.
get out.
We managed to get all 4 people interested in us tonight. So
You know, put on your thumbnail. Put on your thumbnail. Naked strippers, and you'll get 400 curious people.
Yeah. No, I think I'm good.
Naked strippers with drones.
Yeah. It's just time to this freaking YouTube thing. I think it's about.
It's gonna be it's tired right now. That's for sure. But yeah. Anyway, it's not. It's
Just stay off the radar. I mean, do your thing. Stay off the radar. You know, don't even make them look and see what you have. Look this.
Yeah, I won't. I've got there's some things that I'm definitely going to do. I've got one more project, so I'll probably do that this weekend, and that will be it. It's the last one. It's the only. I have never flown it. I have no idea about how it flies, and it will be here on Friday, and I'll probably fly it Saturday and do a video. So if you think through all the drones that have just come out recently and anything that you haven't seen on my channel fly, and it's not the Mavic 4, there's no freaking way I'm dropping $2,000 on something at this point. The Mavic 4 would have
Well,
to
the
be.
price on that thing is coming down quite a bit.
Oh, I almost bought one. I was thinking about it. They're about $1,800 with the single battery, and I've got an RC2. I could buy just the drone only too because I've got a bunch of RC2s. But,
Oh yeah, anti-gravity and Avata 360, they're both out too.
Yeah,
they both have LiDAR.
So,
all right, this is getting too fucking depressing here.
yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
if you haven't done it yet, hit the thumb up on the way out, please. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it. Right. Anyway, we're going to continue to chat about all kinds of stuff, but I think, yeah, we just have to find our way past the discussion about what we can't do and move into what we can do. So it looks like next week is about pool toys. I don't think I have a LiDAR on my pool robot. Alrighty. Anything else?
I have a LiDAR on my fucking vacuum robot.
I do too. Roomba.
All right. Everybody, it's been fun. It's been joyous. We'll see you next time, whenever next time might be.
Yep.
I'm not
guessing. Yeah.
guaranteeing
I don't know.
it's going to be next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not promising. I'll have a video up Saturday probably with the mystery drone. That's about it.
All right. Well, you do this mysteriously, and we're just going to disappear now.
Yep. Take it easy.
Thank you. Enjoy your dinner.
Hey, yeah, it is taco time. So
we'll see you later.
We'll see you later. Bye.